It's time. Marina Bay Street Circuit, Singapore, coming off of a very exciting race where we gave Pierre the challenge to go last to first at Monza, and he pulled it off spectacularly, winning the Italian Grand Prix, overtaking Lando Norris for the win. It was a Haas 1-2, but it was excitement along the way. Let's go ahead and jump into what we have going on. We're going to leave the regulation vote for last. Our factory upgrade is complete. We now have a maxed out factory. We love to see that, just knocking in the best facilities that we got. For our regulation changes, for financial changes, it looks like they want to do a restructure of payment. It just looks like they want to take away money from us because they know the Haas dynasty is incoming. Of course, we will be voting against this regulation, but I would not be surprised if the FIA and these other teams conspire against us in order to try and pull us down. But we will continue. Our weather center is back up to max. Our boardroom is up to a max. Is it max? It is almost maxed. The regulations vote is in. Our wind tunnel upgrade is complete. Perfect. Let's go. None. Zero. They're trying to take our money from us, and we aren't letting them. The financial regulations stay the same. It looks like our front wing is low stock. It would have been nice to know beforehand, but all right. Just 2 days to manufacture should be simple enough. Our wind tunnel also max. We are getting the maximum advantage from those. We will continue on. There is that front wing. Continuing on even more. We have reached the race weekend. We'll do our race prep. Should be easy. Does it? I think we're gonna do a normal race this week, just because Singapore really isn't the place to be in order to do any of these extremely fun challenges. At least not yet. We'll get there probably next season, but for now, we're just trying to continue our dominance. But in the meantime, the design center is the only thing not fully maxed in this. Our scouting, we don't scout. That's the thing. $2.5 million for the boardroom? I don't think so. They don't need that nice of a thing. $32 million. They want $32 million. $32 million. We'll get there, but whew, sheesh. What do we got going on right now? A new underfloor, a new front wing, a new rear wing. Oh, flying. We're gonna be zooming. But to the race weekend. But here we go. Q3 laps. Lando Norris rounds the final corner. Pierre Gasly currently has provisional pole position. Jack Doohan in the Williams came to play today in Q3, currently outpacing Max Verstappen by over a tenth and a half. Would love to see a Williams up near the front, but it's all going to come down to this lap. Both of our drivers go green first sector. It's all going to come down to who can put it in when it matters most. Pierre goes purple middle sector. There's something about the pace for Pierre. It's going to be hard to beat for Lando, who does not go purple. Will it be a Haas front row lockouts? Only time will tell. Pierre crosses the line, does improve by a 100th of a second, but Lando Norris rounds the final corner, and third, Jack Doohan beats Lando Norris in the most OP car on the grid. Jack Doohan beats the leading World Drivers' Champion driver in Singapore. What are we witnessing? Oh my. Very different one stops to be had here. Actually, let me do this. Just to, you know, give a little bit of leeway. Just to get a little bit of leeway. But let's see. Let's go. 1-2. Lando did not seem to have the pace that Pierre seems to have around Singapore. So we're gonna have to see who can get it done.
Night in store for the drivers who are now
around
lined up on the grid.
The night in the Singapore.
And this is it.
This is it.
The Singapore Grand Prix.
The Singapore Grand Prix.
And it's lights out and away we go.
Lights out and away we go. Side by side into the first left-hander. How long are we gonna go side by side is the real question. Not for very long as Pierre gets the job done, but Lando pulls out, gonna make a move. No, tries to stick the nose in, does not get it done, unfortunately. How quickly are we just going to fly past everybody else? That is the real question here. We have pulled out a second to Kevin Magnussen already. Jack Doohan has a maximum grid place penalties. He's in P20. How many new components did this lad take? He puts in a bang in qualifying and has to start from the back. Oh no. Williams, why you gotta do my guy like that? Why you gotta do that to the lad, man? That's crazy. Oh, and he's on softs with everybody. Oh my. This is absurd. Oh, I feel bad. The dude was flying. We pulled out an almost 3-second gap to Kevin Magnussen over there in P3, so we can go ahead and speed this thing up a little bit. I mean, at this point it's Singapore, like we can watch them go around in circles for as long as we want, but at the same time we're gonna see if we can give here a little bit of a gap. Not necessarily a major gap, but just, you know, a little bit of breathing room. Never mind. They both they take care of it on their own as Lando takes over the lead here in Singapore as the gap has grown to 4.2 seconds. Let's see what these guys have in store. Pierre does not look like he's been able to be able to push quite as hard as Lando in this one so far. Obviously, he's a little worse on tires, a little worse on fuel even. Going to be interesting as he tries to stick the nose in. That start-finish straight DRS zone is just, it's just not long enough to make that many moves. Let me see. What else is going on down here? Kevin Magnussen holding back the two Red Bulls. Kevin Magnussen doing the God's work and holding back the Red Bull from attacking us further and driving the train behind that pink Alpine. We love you, Kevin Magnussen, doing us a solid even when you're no longer on the team. We love to see it. Let's see if I can just push. We'll push fuel, but harvest on both of them. I want to get their ERS back up to basically the max if we can. We want to give them as much opportunity later as possible. Kevin Magnussen still doing everything he can here. What else is going on down the order? We have Ocon in 7th, Yuki Tsunoda in 6th. Yuki getting points for Williams if it currently stands. Sainz and Russell 8th and 10th. Mick and Checo 9th and 11th respectively. Let's see, the Force India's down there in 15th and 16th. Bottas all the way down there in 18th. A lot of grid penalties showed up in this one, and it's going to be interesting to see the final order, at least when it comes to strategies in this one. There are a few on the mediums. Going to be interesting to see what kind of track position they can gain along their way. Go ahead and drop yeah, we will go ahead and bop them back into neutral. They have pretty much, I mean, they do have the maximum ERS. Yellow flag, who went off? That is Zane Maloney. Zane off in the first sector. Unfortunate.
There's been a lockup.
Maloney locking up, not exactly what you want to see. Kevin Magnussen still not but more than a handful of laps later, still driving the train. I will say this though, with Kevin Magnussen holding everyone up kind of together, it's not exactly opening up the gaps to the rest of the field that that we would be able to pit into should we really necessarily need to. But the gap is now 6 seconds. Let's see, I think in the next 5 to 6 laps ish, we should probably start to see, let me see. I nailed it, 14 to 20 or 12 to 18, depending on who's going to the hards. So it'll be interesting to see who starts to pit. Safety car already. Could we just go to hards? We could just go to hards. I think we will. We're gonna play this smart, and then we're definitely gonna like speed this bad boy up. We could just go to hards. I think we are. I mean, we were based. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna double stack. We're gonna take the pain that is going to come with it, but I think it will help us in the long run. I think we have the gap behind. That double stacking will hurt, but I don't think it will. I don't think it's gonna hurt us as much in the long run. We'll find out. We'll see who decides to pit. I think anyone on the soft to hard strat will definitely be pitting.
Copy that.
Let's see, anybody else diving into the pits? No! No one else into the box. Uh-oh, did we make a mistake? Did we make a mistake? As well as a double stack at that, like, uh-oh. Pierre comes out in 13th. Lando comes out in P18. This is going to get a little spicy. Might have just been a little too early for the AI's threshold. But if this goes according to plan, I think this will help us in the end. Hopefully, as Kevin Magnussen is going to get this race restarted. Oh, Albon out, by the way. I don't remember seeing a thing. It looks like Bottas and Albon probably did it.
The safety car will be in this.
Safety car in this lap, gentlemen.
Yep.
We're basically just gonna vibe. I mean, we're just gonna continue on. I don't know if our strategy will work in the long run, but all I know is that the field is going to be pretty bunched up pretty early. And so once everyone does start making their pit stops, it looks like everyone now is diving in, so we will immediately jump well back up the order. More than a handful as we continue on. Alright, when is everyone else going to start pitting is the real question. Leclerc, Russell in. It looks like we're going to be a-okay in this one as Pierre's made his way back up into 5th. Lando still drudging it down there out of the points.
Haas with an overtake.
Oh, everybody else is in. Gasly retakes the lead of the Singapore Grand Prix. Only medium tire runners ahead. Realistically, we probably should have enough of a car to get past. Yeah, they get past the Alpine. Pierre leads the Singapore Grand Prix once again. Lando now up into P3. When was They're on starting on the mediums 42 to 48. That is quite the gap. Let's see what happens here. We're just gonna speed through this one a little bit. Singapore is not exactly the most exciting race to watch on this game. Basically at this point, it's Pierre's race to lose. And Lando is also right on his tail. Realistically, we really just don't need to worry about much. As Giovinazzi and Maloney, not Bottas, but basically all the way down, Giovinazzi, Maloney, and Ricardo all have to box eventually, and which will hopefully give us just the, you know, it'll obviously just give us the gap to just disappear by the time they do from everybody else. So basically what we're saying is it's all in the bag and nothing will go wrong and everything will go exactly as we expect. Ugh. I mean, this is why we need to start coming up with some more last to first style challenges to give these guys, because if you look at this, without pushing, essentially just existing, we've pulled, Gasly's pulled a 4-second gap to Lando, who's pulled an 8-second gap to Daniel Ricciardo, and everybody else who's on our strategy is, let's see, our first person on our strategy is Bottas, who's 30 seconds behind. We could almost box again. We could, in theory, box again and still come out ahead, which is absurd to say the least. But hey, it's not our fault that Haas is the superior car developing team. It's the team all the drivers want to be at, all the sponsors want to get at us, and this is what you get. Unlike Rocket and suing Williams for not giving them the rate of return they expected, no one is going to be doing that for Haas. We are going to be here until the end, and they will like it. Basically is how that's going to go. They get what they pay for here. 23 seconds to Daniel Ricciardo. 24.5. It's going up by seconds a lot at this point. And he's holding up Max Verstappen, which is just chef's kiss. Kevin Magnussen, sorry, not Ricardo. Kevin Magnussen was holding up Max. We just passed the pits. Oh, that one hurts. Oh, that one hurts. Oh, that one hurts a lot. Who did it? Stroll? I swear to God, Stroll. Oh, I swear, Stroll, I hate you so much. Oh, Kevin Magnussen dives in, of course. We have a gap.
Crash on the track.
What do we have? What do we have? Let me play with the let me look at the strats. Oh, easily. Easily. We dive in. We dive in. We get on some softs. No worries whatsoever. Oh, we're totally fine. Max is literally 30 seconds behind. Oh, this is a non-issue. Who was worried? Which one? Raise your hand in the chat. Were you worried? No. Don't worry. I got there in the end. Don't even worry about it. Here's still not on whatchamacallit. Safety car comes out to catch us. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, Kyle. Don't you worry at all. We're in. We might not even have to worry about double stacking. We're so good. He's in. He's out. Oh, perfection. Look at this. Oh, in, out. Zip, zap, zap. We're good. Chilling. Even. Oh, what are we even talking about? Oh, is anyone else gonna box? No. No. I'm saying no's all around. None. Oh, it's all over for you fools. It's all over for you fools, especially as we continue on gaining easy laps on these tires. Safety cars in.
Car will be in this lap.
Okay.
Let's see. Bop. And we're gone. We're gone. We're gone. I've legged it. I've legged it. We'll hop on board with Pierre on the restart. Safety cars in, and we are away. We got such an advantage here. It's literally not even funny. If we don't pull an immediate 1 to 2 second gap this lap over the entire rest of the field, we're already at a second over Max Verstappen. We are gone. Goodbye. Nice to see ya, but I gotta go type of vibes. Oh, we're zooming. Oh, 3 seconds almost. 3 seconds. Oh my god. I'm not even gonna like 12 laps remaining if you count this one. We have a 3-second gap to the 2 Red Bulls, which got really lucky, all things to say the least, but not lucky enough as it would turn out. That we are going to be zooming through the end here. Go ahead and speed this up a little bit. I mean, at this point, it's basically who wants it the most, Pierre or Lando for the win, as DRS is now enabled. Let's see. Oh, you're going side by side a lot. Oh, dude. Singapore is not the best, but when you have a good car, some good drivers, they make it look easy. As Kevin Magnussen gets by the two Red Bulls. Kevin Magnussen looking for a podium with his old team as occupying the other 2 positions on the podium. Let's see. We've pulled a 10-second gap to Kevin Magnussen. Wow, we are zooming. Kevin pulling a 6-second gap on Max Verstappen. They got to be on just destroyed hard tires at this point. 58%, yeah. In terms of going against, 70% soft tires versus 50-60% hard tires, it's still night and day. All right, we'll hop on board on the last lap.
This will be the last lap.
Actually, we're just going standard. We don't need to push. We don't need to worry about a thing. I think we're going to get fastest lap pretty much no matter what. So we don't have to worry about it too much. It's just going to be entirely if Lando wants to make it a move side by side. Lando up into the top step. Our championship leader takes the lead on the final lap of the Singapore Grand Prix. Can Pierre take it back right here? DRS open. Unable to make the move, and it looks like Lando is going to come home and win and cap off another dominant performance from the Haas F1 team. There it is, Lando Norris.
Lovely. Brilliant drive. Checkered flag.
Wins the Singapore Grand Prix. Pierre Gasly comes home to take 2nd place. Dang. Kevin Magnussen on the podium. Yuki Tsunoda. Points in the Williams. We love to see that. We love to see that. Jack Doohan makes up a bunch of positions to finish P12. Wow.
Lando Norris can be proud. What a fantastic
Dude.
performance from him.
This is why we need to start doing challenges, because we're just gonna dominate if we don't. Wow. Oh, I just skipped the whole podium. Oops, that's my fault. Lando adds 10 points, and he is almost 30 full points clear. 17 out of 22 races complete. 5 races completed. And let's see. The gap is 4. Lando. Let's see. Math. Pierre could end up, if Pierre wins every race left, he'll get 50 points. And if Lando comes second every race left, that means he'll get 30 points. So he'll end up at 161. And Pierre will end up at 152. Wait, does Lando have it locked up? Hold on. I'll do the math in a second. Either way, it's getting close. I mean, oh my god. Oh, we're 17 races in and we're the only one above 100 points. And we have 233 points to 92 for Red Bull. My god. This is disgusting. For sure. Lando gets a dev point. Pierre gets a dev point. Love to see that. And as always, 1.1 mil outs. But that's just because we are dominating every race weekend. But it's time to do it again right now.